What's good? Welcome back to more Gundam Battle Operation 2. Had a little bit of a break from the game, not because I got tired of playing. Well, actually, no. Sometimes I do get tired of playing the game every so often, and I think a break is always necessary just to put your mind on something else, focus on other games, or basically enjoy getting back into enjoying the game and everything. You know, sometimes when I sit here and I get ready to record, I might do a record and I'll go, man, you know, I gotta do this, I gotta do that and stuff, and at times I will forget to actually just enjoy the game, enjoy playing it. Don't try to do like fancy stuff and everything else like that, or things that are gonna draw attention to it. So it's like, just enjoy the game. So, and that's exactly what we're gonna try doing here using the Baund dock, which painted in colors inspired from the new Armored Core 6 game that is getting ready to drop. Hopefully this video will go up eventually. I've been, as I've probably said in several videos before, I actually have plenty of videos recorded. I just haven't had a chance to really edit them or even get them, let me think of my words real quick as I sit here trying to attack this unit. I believe that is a unicorn. And me not keeping track of my gauge, of my boost gauge, so there I am, having to force out, and I'm trying to move away from them, because apparently, you know, they've got type advantage over me, so I'm like, okay, that's definitely a general. I'm trying to get out the way. I was like, okay, you know, we'll take this will add support. No, it's a general, that's alright. We're going to go ahead and help our ally out here, and I'm going to get attacked, and pushed out of my immobile armor form, and then I'm going to get shot, and die. Yeah. And yep, it was indeed a unicorn. I thought so when I saw the red beam. I was like, okay, yeah, the only mobile suit that actually has a red beam is the unicorn. So getting back to it, yes, I have plenty of videos actually recorded and everything. It's just a matter of taking time to go ahead and edit them, and unfortunately my daytime responsibilities just kind of get in the way, and sometimes you just find yourself a little too exhausted to be trying to do this, and also, you know, you're maintaining your daytime responsibilities to your family and to your job and everything. So I just had to kind of step back, and I also had to reflect and think on a couple things as well. But yeah, so here we are. I'll go ahead and start talking about the video. So here we are using the Baund dock, and as I was mentioning before, the color scheme is inspired by the new Armored Core game that's getting ready to drop. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I definitely encourage you to. If you haven't had a chance to see any of the gameplay, definitely look for it. The game is going to be great. I'm already saying the game is going to be great. Ooh, barely dodged that support fire. And this is a high noon. And we're out of boost, so I can't really finish it. Oh, never mind. Uppercut. Yeah, so the reason why is I had this thought in my head. I was like, okay, you know, the main mobile suit for, not main mobile suit, the main Armored Core, from the story trailer, it looks like the pilot literally becomes the Armored Core. And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, you know, there are plenty of Gundam references and stuff where pilots are being forced into a mobile suit, and basically their mind is linked to it, and that's the whole like cycle frame kind of deal with it, like with the unicorn, and then even as far back as the Psycho Gundam and stuff, using your mind to really control your mobile suit. And I thought, okay, well, what if it was a pilot and there was one more Baund dock that was developed? Because I think in official lore there was only two. One was Jared's and the other belonged to someone else, and they both got destroyed, especially since it was a prototype suit. But I thought, okay, what if there was a pilot and they just got shot out of the sky, and they, you know, were forced to pilot the Baund dock? It felt very much like a mobile suit that would happen too. So I said, okay, you know, let me go ahead and try it out and play a little bit. My suggestion is, this is a 700 room, so my suggestion is that if you have a Baund dock and it is 700, I don't recommend bringing it into a 700 room. Unfortunately, I don't have the level 1, which is 650. I would have preferred that, because in a 700 room, I feel that it is very, it's hard to think of like the proper term, but I feel like it's very underpowered. especially since you've got the Nightingale and the High-Nu Gundams that have recently been added to the series. I feel like it's very underpowered, especially for the amount of weapons it has. Now, me, I'm always up for trying to make the most out of something that has, you know, very few weapons. And I like the Baund dog, actually. Wasn't a fan of its design ahead of time, like originally. Like when this thing actually first dropped and I actually got one out of a random pool and everything, I was like, I would have liked something better. But my opinions on certain mobile suits has begun to change, and I actually do like its design. Weird as it is, I like it. And the fact that when it transforms into mobile armor mode, I like that you can still hover around and it doesn't act like something that's flying forward all the time. You have full control over it. The hardest thing about this is it makes you really have to change your play style. What I mean by that is, as you can see, I'm not doing too good of a job with it because I ran it through a lot of CPU missions. And I was struggling with it, and then I realized, okay, all of its weapons, typically most of your weapons in this game fire from the right. So it's very easy to target enemies and fire shots from the right. But all its weapons are on the left, which means its scattering beam gun, its normal beam rifle, all those weapons are going to be off to the left. Like even right there, as you can see, if the enemy is even just near you, like too close to, you're gonna miss all of your shots. I just got almost annihilated by double funnels from the Sazabi and the High-Nu right here. Attempting to try and maneuver around to try to get the hit. Luckily, ducking underneath their beam. And I thought they were going to try to go for melee, and it didn't work. And I shouldn't have done anything, honestly, and let the iframes continue. So we were catching up in score, and unfortunately, I just hate getting. And like I said, that's also one reason why I would say it's not really a 700 room kind of suit. I think I also fought Nightingale at a supply depot, and I was just getting murdered left and right by High-Nu and Nightingale because it's just, well, first off, it's a raid, and High-Nu's a general. Nightingale's a raid as well, but it's got a lot of options. Clever thing that someone did, they were underground and then shot up the funnels that stay in place and fire into an opening between me and my ally. So while we're trying to figure out, because I didn't know it, I didn't specifically understand how it worked. I was like, they're not locked on to me. How the hell am I still getting hit? And then I realized, oh, these are the funnels that just stay in place. Clever idea, I will admit. But with the Baund dock, yeah, I really had to try and change up my play style to try and accommodate for everything being shot from the left. And that's a little hard because, as you can see, you can even see in the screen, all the mobile suits have right fired weapons. So, but that was the end of the round. We almost pulled it back. I kind of just hovered there and tried not to really push very far. You know what? 3 of those kills that person had, my rival, were from me. And they were all when I was at my weakest. But then again, General taking out a raid, they did what they were supposed to do. They handled it. They handled the business the way it was supposed to be handled. Cannot fault them for that. So, I guess to go ahead and wrap up this video, I like the Baund dock. It's interesting. I gotta say, its mobile armor form is probably the best part about it, is the fact that it doesn't just fly forward with such velocity. You can actually move back. It actually has melee options. Like there's so many. I'm trying to think of like the best words to use. My brain isn't exactly working at the moment. But there's just so many options here, like routes that you could take. The problem is I just didn't get a chance to show any of them. Like when I was doing one of the simulation missions, that's what I was talking about earlier. I would do beam rifle, scattering beam shot, back to beam rifle, scattering beam shot, transform, because when you transform, you get your scattering beam shot again. It's like a full new thing, so you can get 2 more hits out of that. And if you're able to hit them with all of it, it's instant stun, which is great. I just didn't have the chance. And then of course I'd go in and do like the downward melee for the mobile armor form, which is like a big hug. So you just be like, hug me, brother. which is really cool. But other than that, I mean, yeah. Other than that, I mean, that's going to be it for this one. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can try and sort through this backlog of videos and get them uploaded. Sometimes I think to myself, man, enough time has passed, or too much time has passed, and I don't think these videos are relevant or anything, but maybe I'll go ahead and just upload them anyways. I mean, some of the matches were pretty good, some were pretty funny at the same time too. But anyways, as I go ahead and continue rambling on, I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. That's going to be all for me. Leave your comments down below on what you guys think about the Baund and what you guys think about 700 rooms down at the Nightingale and High New are in there terrorizing people left and right. At least terrorizing me left and right. But yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead and sign off right here. So until next time, keep the vibe and rewind. Peace.
Mobile Suit Team, begin